Let's talk lasers. No, I'm not talking laser tag or the funny Star Wars lasers that they shoot at each other. I'm talking lasers for the skin. Laser facial treatments have the potential to, at minimum, help your skin fight some deep set damage, or at maximum, can completely transform your face. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you the rundown of all of the most popular and effective laser treatments that you can get in office, what they do, how much they cost, what the downtime looks like, so that you, someone who clicked on this video and might be interested in getting a laser treatment, can make the best decision for your skin. So many of you guys in my comment sections asked for more information about laser treatments, or you have skin issues that, quite frankly, would be really difficult to address with over-the-counter products and where you might need to get an in-office laser treatment to be able to see positive results. So I'm going to jump into all of them, but I do want to first make a disclaimer. I am not a licensed dermatologist or an esthetician. This video is very top level and meant to highlight the benefits and educate you a little bit about these treatments, but if you want to learn more information, I highly recommend that you talk to your dermatologist and figure out what's right for you, because just in this video alone, it's not going to be able to provide you with all the information about every single laser treatment and if it's right for you, because quite frankly, there are so many different treatments that you can get done. I'm just going to be breezing over them, so definitely talk to your dermatologist if you are interested. Ugh, and I apologize. I am like so sick today. The horrors persist, but so do I. The horrors are just a runny nose and a fever. But my voice does sound good though. Now, there are many powerful, intense laser treatments that you can get in office performed by a dermatologist that are, yes, amazing, powerful, but can be very painful, have a lot of downtime, and can be extremely expensive. I'll get into the prices, get ready. But I first want to talk about an at-home laser treatment that I have been doing twice a day for the past 45 days and is the sponsor of today's video, NIRA. Thank you, NIRA, for sponsoring this video. You guys, this might be the most excited I think I've ever been for a sponsorship. For the past 45 days, I have been using the NIRA Pro laser, which is a non-fractional laser that helps to stimulate collagen production in the skin, help to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and helps to improve the overall texture and radiance of the skin. The reason I became so fascinated with NIRA is because of the non-fractional laser technology. In office, provided by dermatologists, there are non-fractional and fractional laser treatments that you can get done to resolve all those issues that I just explained. Collagen, skin elasticity, fine lines, and the NIRA uses precise laser technology to target the dermis in a way that will help to increase collagen production without the pain or downtime that you oftentimes get in a clinical in-office environment. This in so many ways mirrors what you can get done in office, but at a significantly less intense level, which means that you can use the NIRA laser technology every single day for long-term results, as opposed to really intense, painful, and very expensive in-office treatments. Now, the NIRA Pro laser is FDA cleared, and there's clinical studies to show that it helps to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles in the face. But unlike a retinol serum or exfoliating product, it uses non-fractional lasers to target the skin at a deeper level to increase that collagen production. And I want to talk about my experience and results because I have been absolutely blown away to the point that I'm like, I am going to use this every single day for the rest of my life. Over the past month of using this, I had not seen my best friend for a month, who I'm used to seeing him like every single day. Obviously, the skin takes a while to regenerate itself, so I wasn't expecting any mind-blowing differences within just a month. But once I saw him again, the first thing he told me was, "Hiram, you look younger. What have you been doing?" This is someone I've known for the past 10 years and is always ready to make a joke about my aging skin. And for him to say I look younger when the only thing I've been doing differently is using this, he immediately wanted to start using the device, and that's when for me I was like, oh, this works. The technology is actually effective. Now, as someone who has very reactive skin and tends to get very red, the burn, I have never noticed any redness, sensitivity, or irritation after using the device, even at the strongest level. When using the device, it heats up the skin, but by the third day of using it, I already increased it to the highest intensity with no discomfort or pain. I start my day by using the NIRA Pro on my freshly clean, dry skin. And one thing I love about it, and I think the reason I have been able to maintain using it twice a day, is that it's so quick and easy to use. My entire face takes about 5 minutes and then I'm done. Now, because of our skin's regeneration timeline, it typically takes about 60 to 90 days of continued use to notice optimal results. But as I've used this twice a day, I've noticed that my skin just looks more bouncy, more hydrated, more refreshed. And of course, I do want to say an at-home laser device by no means will compare to the results that you can get from an intense in-office treatment provided by a dermatologist that has downtime. However, the NIRA device is is amazing for getting that daily laser treatment and maintaining the health of your skin while also preventing long-term deep set damage that an in-office treatment would target. And as you'll see later in the video, it is a fraction of the cost that you would be paying for regular in-office laser treatments. I think NIRA laser technology is so fascinating and such a great way of maintaining the health of your skin and getting that daily treatment that can help to prevent unnecessary long-term damage that you would need to dish out thousands and thousands of dollars for down the road. It's a great maintenance and preventative step to ensure the health of your skin while getting those laser results. If you want to learn more about the NIRA Laser Pro device as well as their other devices, I will have their links in the description box below and all the rest of the information there for you to start your at-home laser journey. And let's get into all of the intense in-office laser treatments. Let's go! Okay, so here's how this is going to work. Because there's a lot of laser treatments, I'm going to be listing these from the least intense or transformative, aka painful, to the most intense, transformative, painful, with the first treatment being IPL or diode lasers. These laser treatments are primarily used for hair removal or hair reduction, with IPL lasers kind of being the most popular and diode lasers primarily being used for people with darker skin tones. Basically how it works, the laser is transmitted into the skin and absorbed by the melanin in the hair follicles to essentially kill off the hair strands and essentially damage the hair follicles to produce less hair over time, leading to either no hair or very little hair production. Now, as opposed to a lot of these other laser treatments, I actually have gotten this done before. I think I started getting hair removal lasers done like 4 or 5 years ago. Ever since I was a teen, it was something that I always wanted to get done, and typically for the average client, it's recommended that you get up to 8 sessions done, but because of my genetics and the thickness of my hair, I believe I got 13 sessions done. Now, in general, if you are a woman or just have thinner hair, this is going to be a laser experience that has very little irritation, with basically no recovery or downtime, and you get these treatments done once a month. And I will say, the technology has come a long way, but when I tell you that to this day, this is the most painful experience I have ever had in my life, I'm not kidding. I was convulsing on the table. I would not be able to stop crying, and I've had a good amount of injuries, okay? I even have a big tattoo on my back that was applied by stabbing a metal rod into the skin. That was not even a 10th the level of pain as laser hair removal. I have never been so horrified in my life. It was absolutely brutal, just awful. But I will say since then, more technology has come out where the laser removal devices are significantly less painful than how they were. And for the majority of people, after 8 sessions, like, you won't really be growing hair. Maybe you'll need to go in like once a year or once every couple years to get some maintenance. But for me, it basically did nothing. I have found that at-home IPL devices are significantly more effective because I'm getting consistent, very regular treatment. Everyone's results are going to be different. I would say on average in the US, laser hair removal costs about $250 to $500 per session, which means in total you're going to be dishing out about $2,000 to $4,000 for the complete treatment. Now, obviously this depends on how big the area is. Like, I got it across my full chest, my neck, the back of my neck, which is why I personally paid over $3,000. But if it's a smaller area, obviously it's going to be less expensive. So that's the first one, and generally regarded to be the least painful with the least recovery time, which is really embarrassing for me. I wanted to highlight laser hair removal because it is one of the most popular forms that you can get, but for the rest of the lasers, I'm just going to be focusing on the face and skin. There are so many different lasers that you can get for like varicose veins, different areas of the body, but we will literally be sitting here all day, so I'm just going to be focusing on the face and skin. The next type of treatment is picosecond lasers, or the most popular form of them, Picosend Laser. Like alexandrite, this type of laser can be used for dark spots and freckles, but it's also frequently used for tattoo removal. Now, if you've ever heard from anyone who has gotten tattoo removal, you will know that it is not the most pleasant experience. It can be very painful, especially if you have a very dark tattoo or large tattoo. But thankfully, if you're targeting something like dark spots or melasma, you won't have to get as many sessions. Picosecond lasers deliver short pulses to the skin and will target the excess melanin or pigment and essentially blast it up. It nukes them up, baby. Now, for picosecond lasers, in in general, the downtime is pretty minimal. Within a few days, you'll be back to normal. However, if you're using it for something like tattoo removal, it can be pretty brutal. I had one friend who was removing her tattoos and would have pretty big blisters afterwards. So it really just depends on what you're targeting, but I will say the before and after results are pretty freaking incredible. It is very effective. Per session, Picosend lasers range from about $400 to $1,000, and they recommend anywhere from 1 to 3 sessions with a month break in between. So you're looking at about a $400 to $3,000 money investment for like dark spots or melasma. Again, if you're doing it for a tattoo, it can cost a lot more than that. So be careful about what tattoos you're getting, y'all, because it can be really expensive to remove them. Now we're moving on to the real heavy hitters. These are the laser treatments that are very commonly used by celebrities or people who emerge from their laser sessions looking completely refreshed and different. First up, Fraxel Duo Laser, and this is the non-ablative version. I'm not going to get too into it because it's very complicated, but the difference between ablative and non-ablative is that ablative basically removes the top layer of the skin to reveal the deeper layers, and obviously removing the top layer of the skin can be very painful and intense, while non-ablative basically heals the deeper layers of the skin, promotes collagen production, so once your skin goes through its regenerative cycle and those deeper layers emerge to the top layer, you'll notice more refreshed looking skin. Non-ablative Fraxel layers are very popular for helping to reduce fine lines, reducing the appearance of large pores, and also reducing the appearance of any type of scarring. So people who frequently have acne scars will use non-ablative Fraxel. And unlike the other layers that target melanin or pigment in the skin, this essentially works to deliver like columns of energy far into the skin to target those deeper layers and help to heal and increase the collagen production cycle. Usually you'll notice redness and irritation for anywhere from like 1 day to like 5 days, but after that your skin is pretty much going to be back to normal. Now per session it ranges from about $800 to $1,500, and it's recommended you get 3 to 5 sessions every month and maintain those results by getting the laser treatment like once a year afterwards. So if you want to start getting the very popular celebrity laser facials, it's going to set you back anywhere from around $2,500 to $7,500. Yeah, and that's not including the touch-ups of getting one done every year afterwards. So it's a big investment, and these are the types of lasers that people commonly talk about celebrities frequently getting and why they're able to remain youthful looking for so long. It costs a lot. However, the results are incredible. Fraxel lasers are just super cool. They're extremely effective. Next up is the very popular radio frequency microneedling lasers, or more popularly known as Morpheus. If you've gone to any med spa or clinic, you will probably see Morpheus plastered everywhere. It's super popular for helping to reduce the appearance of aging, improving skin texture, making your skin look tighter, and celebrities will very frequently get this treatment. And I actually did get this treatment about 1.5 years ago. I am still going to be posting the video because I want to share the experience with you guys. It's been a long time coming, but I will be posting the video. Now, in general, this treatment is regarded to be somewhat painful, but in my personal experience, I found that it did not even compare remotely to the pain of laser hair removal. And I should mention that for a lot of these treatments, numbing creams, ointments, and lotions applied beforehand will help to significantly reduce the amount of discomfort and pain you might feel. However, depending on how deep the microneedling is, I mean, they're literally like stabbing you with needles. If it's really deep, yes, it can be painful, but I will say in general, usually it's just like a few days of redness and swelling before you're back to good. Now, the price of Morpheus can range a lot depending on the med spa you go to and how long they're doing it, the depth of the needles, which is why per session it ranges from about $600 to $3,000. So big range. It's recommended that you get 1 to 3 sessions to start, and then afterwards get a yearly session to maintain your results, which means you're going to be investing anywhere from $600 to $9,000 for Morpheus results. Morpheus ain't cheap, but you can't deny the results. There's a reason it is so popular and pretty much regarded to be like the most used laser treatment. It works. However, would I spend $9,000 on Morpheus? Absolutely not. I don't know, no comment. I'm just here to educate you guys about lasers. You spend your money how you will. The next laser is ablative Fraxel lasers, which, like I talked about before, this one removes the top layer of the skin, so it's going to be more painful, more intense, and have a longer downtime or recovery period, which is typically about 1 to 2 weeks. And the people who usually want to get this type of laser are people who have very deep set wrinkles or lines, or a significant amount of sun damage that has accumulated over the course of, like, I don't know, 50 years, 60 years. And ablative Ablative Fraxel ranges from about $2,000 per session to $4,000 per session. Now, the great thing as opposed to non-ablative is that you don't have to get it as frequently. A lot of people will only get Fraxel once and then call it good. But obviously, if you're wanting to maintain the results of the treatment, it is recommended that you get it like once a year or once every other year. So obviously over time it can add up, but in general, most people only get it once. Fraxel is kind of the gold standard for a really powerful laser that will help to basically give you like facelift results. Well, okay, not that intense, but you guys know what I mean. The results are very dramatic, and this is like the most popular one before you really veer into the really intense lasers, which I'm gonna get into. The next type of laser is the Erbium YAG Laser treatment. This type of laser treatment basically targets everything. So whether it's deep set wrinkles, really intense dark spots, acne scars, it basically completely resets the clock on your face. It literally removes layers of the skin, but has less heat damage than what you will find with the final boss laser that I'll get into. And this is most commonly used by people who have extremely deep set acne scar damage, or people who have very mature skin and deep set wrinkles. And Erbium YAG will range from about $1,000 per session to $3,000 per session. It's recommended you get 1 to 2 sessions, 6 to 12 months apart, and then if you want to maintain those results, getting it done once a year or once every other year afterwards. So you could be paying about $1,000 to $6,000. It really just depends. Now the recovery period is about a week, but I would say that is pretty conservative. Your skin will look a mess for a week, but the sensitivity, irritation, and adjusting to your new skin is going to take significantly longer. But this type of laser is very popular for people who want extremely transformative results without having to get the final boss, the bad boy CO2 lasers. Now, I would bet you have probably seen the aftermath of CO2 lasers on TikTok. It's pretty jarring. It's pretty intense. CO2 lasers can look horrifying in the immediate aftermath, but the long-term results and just transformative power of them is truly incredible. CO2 lasers work to target really deep set wrinkles or acne scars. So if you've seen people who have deep set pickaxe acne scars or have a bunch of really intense sun damage and sunspots across their face, CO2 lasers will wipe away all of that, because that's literally what it does. It completely removes all the damaged skin and basically forces your body to rapidly produce baby new skin cells. Now, as far as recovery, it can be about 2 weeks of downtime, which means like not going to work, not going out, having to stay at home, because essentially the aftermath does look like a burn victim. A lot of redness, a lot of blistered skin, peeling. It's pretty intense, but the before and after difference, oh my goodness, absolutely incredible that we do have technology that can give you those kinds of results. I've personally never heard of someone getting multiple CO2 lasers. I think it's kind of like a one and done thing because it is so traumatic to the skin. But a CO2 laser session will range from about $2,500 to $6,000 depending on where you go, and it is kind of widely regarded as like a one and done session. I would venture to guess that if you ask anyone who has gotten a CO2 laser treatment done before, they probably don't want to go through that again. However, it's the final boss for a reason, and it's basically the closest thing that you can get to a complete surgical transformation. And the benefit is that unlike the other treatments like Morpheus or non-ablative Fraxel, where it's recommended that you get yearly sessions done, you only really have to pay for this one once. Now, I do of course want to say with all these lasers, when it comes to the prices, it can range so much. It really depends on where you're located, how luxurious the center is, what the aftercare looks like. And also, if you don't live in the USA, you can see a significant reduction in the price point of these treatments, which is why for some of these people will actually travel abroad to get them instead. But I also want to say, some of you might be watching this and thinking to yourself, why would anyone put their skin through this? These are so intense and so expensive. But I think personally, the transformative results of laser treatments can be so powerful, especially for people who have tried every single skincare product out there for their acne scars, sunspots, dark spots. They really can make such a huge difference in someone's confidence, and why, since from the beginning of my channel, I've always said that yes, having a skincare routine is absolutely necessary for preventative care, but the most powerful and transformative results you can get are from laser treatments. It's so cool to see how skincare technology has come such a long way, and why for a lot of people the recovery, the downtime, the price point is worth it. Obviously that totally depends on you and your skin's needs, but I do want to wrap this up by saying skin health should always come first, and I think a lot of the results that we're looking for within our skin can come from a really good, consistent skincare routine, and any dermatologist will tell you that. Laser treatments are an amazing option for people who really want or need that extra boost that products alone are not going to get them, and they're such an incredible option for people who have deep set skin damage. However, a lot of major skin issues and skin damage can be prevented by regularly wearing sunscreen, regularly exfoliating, using retinol, just practicing good skincare. So the earlier you can start, the better. And if you're brand new to skincare and happen to make it to the end of this video, definitely go check out my other videos to get you set up with a good skincare routine. Oh my god, this was a lot of talking, and I think because I'm sick, I might lose my voice later today because of this video. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you so much to everyone who stayed to the end. If you have gotten any of these before and you have any additional thoughts, or you want to correct something I said, I would absolutely love for you to do so in the comment section down below. Final reminder, again, I am not a dermatologist, and if you are considering getting any of these, absolutely go talk to your dermatologist and see what is the right fit for you. This is just a video to kind of lead you guys through a very, very top level view of these treatments. If you're interested in an at-home treatment, definitely go check out the NIRA laser. I will have the links in my description box below for you to learn more information about it. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one.